Okey doke. Howdy, howdy, folks. Let me know you're here. Let me see. Be sure everything's working here. If you're catching this on the replay, this usually takes about 1 minute to kind of get our ducks in the row over here. Be sure everything's working. And then dialing in and kicking it off. So let me know where you're tuning in from. Looks right to me. Do a little finagling here. Alright, then go live here. And go live here. Alright, howdy, folks. Welcome to episode 207 of Live from Shallow Chateau. It was brought to my attention that this is 3 years to the day from when I did the very first live stream. And if I think all the way back, some good friends of ours, a band called Stray Local, that now goes by Relay, which I think is a cool name. They started this first like virtual live concert, right? And they hit me up, and this was, as you can remember, 3 years ago, where it was the bottom had just fell out, and everybody was stuck at home and trying to figure out something to do. And they reached out to me about doing this virtual concert where everybody would kind of had like a time slot and do this virtual concert, etc. Well, that was 3 years ago to the day. And after that one, I just kept doing it. And here we are. So now I toned it back to just doing Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're brand spanking new here, my name's Travis Shallow. I'm a songwriter based out of Wilmington, North Carolina. I sit in this chair every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I play songs around my mind and on my heart. Nothing more, nothing less, but sometimes more and sometimes less. So I'm going to play a handful of songs tonight. It's busy over here. We're shooting a music video for Hard Time with the Truth, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stuff, rocking and rolling. So, but I want to take a break, play some songs for you guys on the old internet, and see if the bandwidth, plays nice. And we'll go from there. So how about a cheers, folks? Thank y'all for being here. I know some of you have been here for the long haul, for the entire last 3 years. Some of y'all have kind of let me know in the comments when you guys kind of hopped on. And if you're brand spanking new here, that's great too. We should, and thank y'all for sharing this far and wide, all the things, folks. It's kind of my weekly regiment now, and I dig it. So cheers, folks. Thank you. All right. We good? All right, here we go. light shine. Follow that love forever. 'Cause baby, I gotta tell you, I feel like I'm in heaven. Oh baby, when you smile. 'Cause me and my baby, yeah, we walk along that ocean, just like the creatures that came before. Kinda how the wind blows, it cuts through these weary bones, trying to get back into a ray of sun. There's a little bit of magic when you jump in the great unknown. But you don't have to jump from the great divide. But oh baby, if you do, well, I'll get you on the other side. Welcome, welcome, folks. Hope this finds you well. Welcome to 207 of Live from Shallow Chateau, folks. 3 years of sitting in this chair and playing songs for you fine folks. Thank you for being here. Hey! Yeah, we walk along that ocean, just like the creatures that came before. Matter how the wind blows, it cuts through these weary bones. Time to get back into a ray of sun. There's a little bit of magic when you're jumping to that great unknown. Oh, but you don't have to jump from the great divide. Well, there's a little bit of magic when you're jumping to the great unknown. Oh, but you don't have to jump from the great divide. But oh baby, if you do, well, I'll get you on the other side. Oh yes, I will, my baby. Oh yes, I will, my child. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Oh. So I hope this finds you well, folks. I hope this finds you well. What's that? Sure. Oh, really? Was that the first song from? That was the first song I did on that one? Well, I guess I was just told that I did the very first episode of this live stream. I started with The Great Divide. And then what was the second one? And then the second one I did was River That Sings. So how about a little, let's not do the exact same show, but how about a little tip of the hat to it? We haven't played River That Sings in a while anyway, so let's do it. First, let's do a little housekeeping. Where are you guys tuning in from? I see Washington State. I see Texas. I see Florida. I see Argentina. I see Brazil. I see Louisiana. I see Florida. Where are we tuning in from, folks? Oh. Massachusetts, Houston, Texas, Oklahoma. Welcome, welcome, folks. Welcome, welcome. France, love it. Well, this is another song that was off that last full band record called The Great Divide. While I'm tuning up, I'll tell the abbreviated version here. Or sometimes what starts off as the abbreviated version just turns into a full-on left turn, and that's okay too. I remember I was watching this documentary on Netflix. This was about Muscle Shoals, and specifically about Fame Recording Studios that was owned and founded and run by a man named Rick Hall. And this is a small little studio in the middle of Muscle Shoals, a dry county in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. No real rhyme or reason why that geographic area, but so many records were recorded at the studio, from Aretha Franklin, Allman Brothers, Paul Simon, Percy Sledge, the Rolling Stones. Beautiful records were made in this one little small studio in the middle of Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And as confusing as that sounded, I think it kind of it stumped a lot of people still to this day. Why this little plot of land in the middle of rural Muscle Shoals, Alabama, was all this beautiful music made. And there's this one scene in the documentary where Rick Hall is walking down by the river that runs through Muscle Shoals, and he talks about the Native Americans and the word that the Native Americans had for that river roughly translates to river that sings. So I hit pause and I wrote this song, almost like a narrative song of what it was like for somebody that was born in Muscle Shoals, had no idea about the mojo or the history of the town. Then as they grew up hearing these stories about the stuff that was done and recorded and was world renowned, he starts to understand it and then wants a little piece of it. So let me play it for you. It's a song here called River That Sings, and it looks like the stream gave out over here. Are we still live? Yeah. All right, we're still live. Fair enough. All right, so let me play it for you. A song here called River That Sings. Hope this finds you well, folks. Here we go. I was born into that place where everything moves a little slow, from the fields up to the moonlight, where it makes that river glow. Got a little bit older, started to hear that sound. Used to hear the people talk about it, never known what they meant, but I know now. its fame. Then I moved up that riverbed, straight to your radio waves. First he sledged to the Rolling Stone on a 2-inch tape, that swamper tone. Listen to that river that sings. The river that sings. That river that sings. Take me to that river that sings, my baby. I was born into that place where everything moves a little slow, from the fields up to the moonlight, where it makes that river glow. Got a little bit older, and we're the ones making that sound. Yeah, the people gather around us, shower us with love and pass it around. Take me to that river. It's that river that sings, my baby. That river that sings. Take me to that river. Take me to that river. Well, I was born into that place where everything moves a little slow. Up to that moonlight, the way it makes that river glow. Hey, what was the next one? Oh yeah, all right. I remember that. So how we doing, folks? How we doing? Let me refresh this. It kicked me out over here. But I'm informed that we're still live, so I'm rolling with it. Just can't see it. Which I don't necessarily need to. Sometimes it's better when I don't. And just play the songs. What do you guys think about this extra hour of sunlight? I read somewhere that it might actually stay like this forever, and that daylight savings time is over. Is that confirmed? Can I ask the internet to confirm that, or is that dangerous to do? Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe a little reckless, or maybe it is. How many guitars do I have? Too many. I take that back. There's no such thing, right? They all kind of have a flavor. What did Spanish Pipe Dream? Oh, gotcha. Guys, I got a new single coming out March 31st. It's a song called Hard Time with the Truth. I can't wait for you guys to hear this song. It feels like, for the first time, what's the right way to say that? I feel like this is the first time I've made a song that is the music that I like to listen to. and it's taken me a long time to get there. Doesn't mean I don't like those old records, or they're not a snapshot and they're not what I was going for at the time. But I feel very connected to this new music. So everybody that's already pre-saved this song, I can't thank you enough. And if you haven't yet, there's links in the description, link in my bio over here on these other platforms. I'd love for you to pre-save this song. Comes out March 31st. Last couple of days, I've been shooting a music video for it, which is way out here, and it just feels good to do all the things, folks. And can't wait for you guys to hear it. So everybody that has pre-saved, thank you. And the countdown is counting down. All right, what was the? Tell me again. Yeah, I did that last week, though. Hard to remember what I do kind of episode to episode. Oh, yeah? Huh. I kind of just feel like playing a John Prine song. So let's do that. Hasn't let me down this far. How about it? I know a guy's got a lot to lose. Is a pretty nice fella, but don't get confused. He's got muscles in his head and never been used. Thinks he owns half this town. When he starts drinking heavy, gets a big red nose, beats his old lady with a rubber hose. Then he takes her out to dinner and buys her new clothes. That's the way the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes around. You're up one day, the next you're down. As a half an inch of water, you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. Hey! Hey Richard, good to see you on here, my friend. I was laying in a bathtub counting my toes when the radiator broke. The water all froze, got stuck in the ice without my clothes, naked as the eyes of a clown. I was crying ice cubes, hoping I croak when the sun came through the window. The ice all broke, so I stood up and laughed. Thought it was a joke. That's the way that the world goes around. That's the way that the world goes around. You're up one day, the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes around. One more. That's the way that the world goes around. You're up one day, the next you're down. As a half an inch of water, think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. Oh, that's a fun little John Prine song to play. And the truth. That's the way the world goes round. As some people like to call it, the happy enchilada song. What else was on there? Yeah, let's do that. A couple world songs back to back. This is a song called "World Will Turn." I put this on that same full band record a few years back. I gotta get this guitar set up again. This one's taking a beating. Everything is starting to get a little rattly. Which is its own little way of just saying, hey. Watch the leather, man. All right, here we go. World will turn. I see ya. I see ya. I see ya. Thank you all for being here. Well, 1,600 horses, what a ship out of the ocean. Could have been a vintage clipper or then yellow submarine. Sailors always singing songs of love and devotion. Saxophones one blowing, a love supreme. Alright. It seems that you were searching for a higher education, trying to heal and nail a nation, but you brought it to its knees, and they slapped each other's shoulders and exclaimed congratulations, but they had lost a generation, never to be seen. Oh baby, never to be seen. One thing, baby, that I can say, we'll be there on Judgment Day. One thing, baby, that I have learned, with or without you, the world will turn. You know it's true. Oh, baby, the world will turn. Huh. Got me a princess, she's strung out again in Paris. She's staring at the twilight, but baby, can you hear the angels sing? Buried her in sealing wax, in a giant scarlet coffin, filled it up with poetry and the songs of kings. Oh baby, I treat you like a queen. One thing, baby, that I can say, we'll be there on Judgment Day. One thing, baby, that I have learned, with or without you, the world will turn. You know it's true. Without me and without you. Songs in the Carolinas, on the streets of this old beach town, and I spied a young cowboy and said, hey, come play me a song. He said, come sit beside me, tell you my sad story. I'm a dying young cowboy, and you know I don't roam. Oh, baby, I don't roam. One thing, baby, that I can say, we'll be there on Judgment Day. One thing, baby, that I have learned, with or without you, the world will turn. Hey now, baby, now we can say we'll be there just holding hands on Judgment Day. But one thing, baby, that I have learned, with or without you, the world will turn. Hey now, baby, now we can say we'll be there just holding hands on Judgment Day. One thing, child, that I have learned, with or without you, the world will turn. You know it's true. Without me and without you, oh, baby, the world will turn. Knock this thing right out of tune. But such things happen. So that was a song called World Will Turn off the last full band record. Very cool. Sticking around. I see you over here. Thank y'all so much for being here. I got time for one more, folks. If you could see what's behind me back here, you can't see it. Wall separates it, whatever. All kinds of camera gear and all this stuff. Shooting a music video, getting all the things done for this upcoming release, folks. So again, everybody that's already pre-saved Hard Time with the Truth, which is the name of my new single that's coming out March 31st on all platforms. If you've already pre-saved it, I can't thank you enough. If you haven't yet, there's a link to it on my website at TravisShallow.com. It's in all the link in bios and the stories and descriptions. This pre-save links everywhere. It really helps out the release in this new digital algorithmic world. It's some of it's cringy, some of it's helpful, and we're stuck right in the middle of it trying to stay afloat and swim. So if everybody that has, thank you so much. And it's free to do. And it's basically just what you're doing is on release day, it's already in your library. You can be the first one to stream it. And I hope you are. All right. So let me leave you with this one. I believe 3 years ago today, I ended with this song as well. So us being creatures of habit and just wanting to really feel and complete the loop. You know what I mean? It's like pressure washing, folks. Once you get started, you gotta finish it. You gotta see it, the rest of it clean, right? Now find another live stream out there that compares their music to pressure washing. All right, we still here? All right. So, how about a cheers, folks? Thank y'all so much for being here. I know a handful of you have been here for the long haul. The last 3 years have been up and down and left and right, and one of the main constants in my life, and possibly in your life, is tuning in on this live stream. And we're in a completely different house now. I'm building a completely different studio now. Have new music to release. And new friends and ears and eyes that are on this live stream. So, and just on what's going on. So it's the silver lining of the pandemic was I think we all got a forced break to really look at what's important, what's going on, and just recalibrate and reset. And I hit the reset button, and I feel hopeful about what's going on again, which means I think we're on the tail end of this thing. And I hope you feel the same way. And no matter where you are, what part of the world you're tuning in from, and or how the bandwidth signal is, I appreciate you being here and letting my songs into your life. It's why I do this. So thank you all for completing the loop for me. I'm gonna leave you with this one. This is a song called "One Day." Couldn't do it without teasing this one. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Load me up like a shotgun shell, ready to hit my prime. Dance across the stage like a gypsy king, let the drummer keep the time. 'Cause until now I've been treading water. I think it's time to find my island. But keep your eyes open when you hit that shore. I'm still surrounded by those blues, by those blues. Because one day I know you will. You'll look back, you'll look back on these days. Life. You gotta learn how to love strong. Yeah, you gotta sing loud, and the rest will wash away. You just gotta let it. Start to build a sturdy place where I can hang my hat. A strong foundation and a steady hand, and I start to fill those cracks. Broken bones and stitched up scars that I carry on my back. Like a bag of stones and the broken hearts, my lifetime scattering across the map. One day I know you will. Yeah, you're gonna look on back every single person you run into this week. It's a choice you have to make, and I challenge you to make it. And most importantly, and always most importantly, you folks be kind to yourselves. It's already a hard world out there. Why in the world would you make it any harder? Thank y'all so much for tuning in week in and week out. 3 years to the day, folks. Look how far we come. I know you will. I know we're all gonna look on back. We're gonna look back on these days. You gotta live your life. You gotta keep on loving strong. Yeah, we gotta sing loud. And the rest. Just gotta let it. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, folks, and just remember, you guys have a great week, and go ahead and pre-save that. Pre-save Hard Time with the Truth comes out March 31st. Can't wait for you guys to hear this new music. And cheers, folks. Cheers. See you guys down the road. You guys have a good one. 3 years, baby.